And I have started recording. Well, hi to whoever watches this video once again. Um, I decided to record another video for today. I hope you like it, and I decided to put a little bit of background music. I'm not sure if it's too loud or if it's too quiet, but I'm gonna check it into editing. And if it's too loud, I'm just gonna record a whole new video. So I might just be doing this for nothing. Anyways, today the new topic is my relationship with friends who are girls. Not girlfriends, that's a whole other topic, but I mean friends who are girls, which means I'm gonna talk more about other friends. Yeah. Okay, so let's get started. The first friends I want to talk about is the ones that I had when I was in Mexico, which some of these friendships turned out well, some of them didn't. And I am kind of sad that they didn't turn out well. But what can I do? And yeah. Okay, so my first friend that I met over there was a girl called Abril, or as it will be in English. She was kind of nice at first when I first met her. She was shy and I don't know, she was pretty nice. But then she started being with more with other people. She started hanging out with other people and then she became just a bad person, honestly. And I don't know, I feel kind of bad because I feel kind of bad for saying this, but it's not like I can change anything from the past. And even if I could, I wouldn't because uh, I don't feel like it. I don't feel like it's the right thing to do. Anyways, as I was saying, I met her when uh, it was our first week of school. She was pretty nice. We will hang out almost every day. And yeah, there's not much to say about her. She thought she was my best friend. She wasn't. She was just a normal friend that I liked hanging out with. But she wasn't my first. She wasn't my best friend, to be honest. Um, my next friends were a girl named Kenya, Mitzi, and Anaid. Two of these friendships didn't turn out well at all. These being um, Anaid and Mitzi, which I'm gonna get into a topic on another video because they fit two descriptions. But right now we're talking about friends who were girls, so I'm gonna talk about that relationship first. So they were pretty nice people. All of them were pretty smart, at least smarter than I was. Until I figured out what we had to do, and then they were still smart, but I outsmarted them many times. And yeah, if they ever see this video, they probably won't understand me because I talk in English. Anyway, as I was saying, I met them about 3 months into the school year. At that point, I stopped talking with April, but then I met another April with, um, and she was pretty much nicer than the first one. I liked her more. Well, I mean, not like her like dating, but she's the one that I told you guys that was supposedly my daughter. I'm still talking with her. It's nice to talk to her, and I get to know about the people that I haven't heard of. Anyways, my relationship with this tree was pretty strange. But it was okay. They were pretty much normal girls, except for Mitzi. She looked like Stephanie, but her personality wasn't at all like Stephanie. She was shyer. She was more quiet. She was basically everything Stephanie wasn't. Oh, and that's right, Stephanie. That's who that's who inspired this video, to be honest. Anyway, now that I was talking about the three girls. Okay, so Mitzi was the quiet one, and Aid was. She looked smart, but she was honestly not that smart. Yeah, she knew how to outsmart the teachers, but she wasn't as smart as maybe blah 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 as many people thought she was. And that's kind of disappointing, but I can't really blame her for not knowing. Or, yeah, I can't really blame her for anything. Anyways, she was smart, but I don't know. I didn't really like her that much at that point. So this is post editing Sebastian, just to let you know that at like 6 minutes into the video, the recording was cut off, and I tried to make it not look like it was cut off, but it probably was. The timer is basically what tips me off. But just so you know, I didn't do it on purpose to stretch the video any longer. I'm sorry. I just messed up. I wanted to pause the recording because there was an ad in between the song. But I pressed the wrong button and I had to record everything over again. Well, not really. I just kept talking and hoped that I could edit it out. In case you're wondering, I'm playing with this in the ground inside a closet. Anyways, thank you. Bye bye. Subscribe and like and all that YouTuber stuff. Okay, so hopefully I can save what I just said about her, about the other two girls with the power of editing because I accidentally stopped the recording. Anyways, she wasn't that smart. She was a nice person and all, but mm, our relationship was complicated, to say the least. She wasn't really nice. She was kind of a bad person. And yeah. And so we just hanged out sometimes. But most of the time I hang out with Emilio, which is someone that I talked about in yesterday's video. So if you wanna know more about Emilio, then go watch that one instead of this one. And then come back. Please. Anyway, now that my begging is out of the way, I will hang out with them sometimes. But then my relationship with Anaid and Mitzi got complicated because I tend to fall in love pretty easily, which is another topic for another video. I have a lot of topics for other videos and I want to stretch them out into their own videos because if not, then I'm gonna be left with like 3 videos. Anyway, since our relationship was complicated, um, I will hang out with them sometimes. Not most of the time, but sometimes I would, and we will just be friends and everything. But then I started liking Mitzi, and she didn't really like me back. And I was okay with it, but then she started faking that she liked me. And that's something that I don't like about people. I don't like people that lie, uh, as many people probably don't like them either. Anyways, at that point we started dating, kind of, and but it didn't even. Well, I told my older cousin Alexa, which I want to talk about my cousins in a whole other video because I've had good experiences with them. Okay, so I told Alexa about this relationship like 2 weeks ago, and she told me that it didn't even count. My longest relationship ever has been 3 months, but for Alexa that doesn't count. That's like a free trial, as she calls it. And to be honest, it kind of is. Okay, so I told Alexa about this girl, Mitzi, and how we weren't really good friends. But then I started liking Mitzi, and everything just went downhill pretty fast. I knew she liked someone else, so I didn't tell her that I liked her. But instead, Amelia thought it was a good idea to tell her that I liked her. And I guess she felt pity for me because she ended up saying that she liked me too, and I was very happy, but then disaster happened, and it wasn't really that good. I'm sorry, I'm so sleepy. I woke up really early today just to water some plants, so I only have to do it in the afternoon. Anyway, Amelia thought it was a good idea to tell her about me liking her, and as you may guess, it wasn't a good idea. What ended up happening is that she felt pity for me and said that she liked me too. As you may be able to guess, I was pretty happy from this, but then disaster struck. Since we wouldn't have our phones in the middle of class, our best option for texting was sending notes. But the bad thing about notes is that they don't have passwords, so anyone will be able to see them. And in this case, that was bad because it meant that I saw a note that she sent to Anaid and Kenya. Mitzi sent this note saying that she didn't actually like me, that she liked someone else named Naum. He was a pretty nice guy. I ended up becoming friends with him. And she ended up saying that she liked him instead of me, and ended up saying that she actually didn't like me and that she just did it because she felt bad for me. Which, I mean, it's pretty dumb. If you're not gonna be in a relationship with someone because you don't like them, then don't be in a relationship at all. But I guess she didn't know that, or she didn't get it, because, yeah, and as Alexa said, it wasn't even a free trial. It was just like trying to sign up it. So, everything went down pretty fast. I got very sad because, as I said, I don't like lying people. So, yeah, as you may guess, I was devastated per se, but I was sad and I didn't want to talk to anyone for like a week. And yeah, so that happened. Next is an aid. But as I already told you guys, I fall in love pretty quickly, and the same thing happened again. Just that I kept it secret this time. I made sure to tell Amelia not to tell her. And he did, because at that point he decided he was gonna be a good person, which I guess I was kinda late for it. Anyway, Anyways, I actually, I actually didn't tell Anait that I liked her for a really long time until she somehow found out. Well, she didn't find out. She wanted to prank me, telling me that she liked me and that she always had and blah blah. But I didn't know it was a prank, so I ended up writing this whole message saying that I liked her and that she was blah 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 blah. It's something that I'm probably not gonna show ever, unless someone, because I deleted that conversation. So good luck trying to find it on my phone if you ever get close to it. Um, so if any one of my friends wants to show it to YouTube, go ahead. I don't have a problem with it. I'm pretty open about this kind of stuff. And anyway, after that happened, I was in a relationship for about 2 months with her, but that didn't turn out well at all because actually this is a topic for another video. But all you need to know is that we didn't end up being friends anymore, and yeah. Next, the another girl that I met while I was over there, Viviana. She was pretty nice. She was smart. The only thing that I didn't really like about her is that she was a K-popper. So this meaning she liked K-pop. And I mean, it's okay. You can like whatever you want to, but uh, in my case, I didn't like K-pop. So we became friends, but I still didn't like K-pop whatsoever. And then something else that happened. Well, not happened, but like uh the person that inspired this video. That's who I'm gonna talk about next because everything also went downhill with Viviana, and that's something I want to touch on another video. So be prepared for tomorrow, maybe. Maybe upload. I maybe won't. I'm not sure. I still need to figure out how to edit videos to make them fun for you to watch and to make them and to make them fun for me to make. That's what I was talking about. Anyway, inspired this video, Stephanie. Yesterday I was talking about my friends, and she saw that video. Well, she didn't saw it by herself. I sent her the link because I wanted her to watch it. I wanted her to know about my first video. And she did. She actually watched it and she said she liked it a lot. But that she was waiting for her story. And here it is. Okay, so this is the story of how I met Stephanie. I remember that I think she was friends with Alejandro first. So sometimes she will talk to him, and I wanted to talk to her, but not exactly because I wanted to be friends with her, just so I could know a bit more about Alejandro, which I know she's gonna see this. Sorry for letting you know this late into our friendship, but I don't know. I just felt like I needed to say it. Anyways, um, we slowly became better friends, and she was pretty fun to talk to, and also pretty fun to be annoying to. And that's something that I might not be considered a good friend for, which is being annoying. But I like being annoying. It's part of who I am, you know? Well, I mean, not really. I don't like being, I don't like annoying people. But then again, I'm annoying, so may explain why I don't like myself. Dark meanings behind. Yeah, we started hanging out more. And that's when I met, Gigi, which I don't mean my dog. I mean Angelique, the girl that I also talked about yesterday. And they were both pretty nice people. They were, they were cool to hang out with. And I like hanging out with them. But I'm getting sidetracked. So Stephanie and I made a comic. Uh, it was The Adventures of Crazy Gigi because, I don't know. I guess I wasn't. Well, I guess we didn't came up with a better idea. So that happened, and we made it. It was pretty fun to make a comic. I don't think I'll ever show it to you guys, basically because I don't think I have it anymore. I'm pretty sure I gave it back to Stephanie. And yeah, on class I will draw and I will sleep. But since I was new, the teachers will let me sleep. But then they will scream at Stephanie for doing the exact same thing. And she thought it was unfair. I laughed at her because for me it was pretty funny that the teachers took sides, which they're absolutely not supposed to do, but you know, teachers are just weird like that. Anyways, so me and Stephanie will like drawing, and we have a lot of things in common, which is probably why we became friends. Besides Alejandro. So after this, after I became friends with Stephanie, I started hanging out more with her, and yeah. After this, we will just be friends, normal friends, instead of me just hanging out with her because uh I don't know. I just thought she was cool. And she used to make fun of me for being slightly taller. Sorry for the notification. She used to make fun of me for being slightly taller than I was. She will make fun of me for being slightly taller than I. Well, not than I. Slightly taller than me is the word I was looking for. And yeah, I get it. You can make fun of short people when you're the shortest in the class. So there you go, Stephanie. That's why you make fun of me because you were the shortest one in the class. And yeah. Anyway, she made fun of me for this. I thought it was annoying because she was only like if she wasn't even an inch bigger than me. She was like a quarter of an inch bigger than me, and that's basically. She was not very tall, and she wasn't very smart either. But I guess that's why our relationship kind of worked out because I was the smart one and she was the funny one that I liked to annoy. And yeah, it was pretty fun hanging out with her. And I just kept talking to her. But then, as I told you guys yesterday, or as I told whoever watched yesterday video, and if you haven't watched it, then go watch it, please. And consider subscribing. That works too. Anyways, we will hang out. But then the last time that I was here, the last time I was here, we, well, I mean, not we, I left. I left to Mexico, and Stephanie felt pretty sad about it. because at that point we were very good friends. And her and Gigi, not my dog, her friend, were pretty sad that I was leaving. And I was also pretty sad because I didn't know if I was coming back. And yeah, we were pretty sad. We cried. Well, I cried. They didn't actually want to cry because I don't know. They were weird people, but I liked them for that. And they said that if I cried, I was gonna make them cry, but I didn't care about that, and I still cried. And yeah, now that I think about it, it was a pretty fun last day. Stephanie gave me a bunch of things, a bunch of drawings, a bunch of letters, and I like that. I probably have a bunch of them still. I had a whole folder that got me in trouble with Mitzi because somehow they got jealous of me having more than two friends, which I don't get, but okay. And yeah, they got jealous of me for that, so good for you guys. Just let me have more than two friends. Anyways, as I was saying, they got mad at me for it. I don't really get why. It wasn't like we were that close. And I don't mean me and Stephanie, I mean me and those other two girls. And yeah, they got mad at me for it. I didn't really understand why. And yeah, it was pretty fun hanging out with them. And that last day of school, I think I made them cry. I don't know if Stephanie still has her old account, but if she does, I think it was Queen Stephanie or something like that. I don't remember. I know she plugged it in our comic, and I was like, no one cares about your Instagram. But now I actually want to know it because I know for a fact they have a post where they're like, goodbye, and they took pictures of me that day when I was crying because they're bad persons. No, they're not. They were pretty cool. They were pretty cool, but why will you take a picture of me crying? Just why? I don't know if the music is annoying for you guys. It's not for me. I like Undertale, so I like the music, but if it's annoying, just let me know down in the comments and I'll try to make the music more interesting, to say the least. Anyway, they took a picture of me crying. And I mean, I get it. It was the last day we will probably see each other. But it wasn't. And yeah, it wasn't the last day we will see each other. It was pretty much one of the. Not one of the last, but it was one of the few last days. And yeah, that day I cried. I think I made them cry. I'm not sure. I don't remember. That's something about me. I have bad memory for stuff. For something, but like for most things, I have bad memory for. Anyway, after this, after I made them cry by accident, yeah, after I made them cry, I came back 2 years after, which for me it was a long time. I hadn't seen them in 2 years, but then I came back, and this Stephanie made me cry again. I'm pretty emotional. Don't make fun of me. You're probably emotional too, which I won't judge. I know what it feels like being emotional. And yeah, Stephanie made me cry the first day I came back because I was trying to hug her, but then she didn't hug me back. And I don't want to make her feel guilty about it. I mean, I knew she didn't like that kind of affection, but I went for it anyways. So it wasn't really her fault. It was more like my fault for doing it, even though I knew she would say no. Anyway, uh, ah, right after we stopped talking for about 2 months, I think. Sorry for that. It's Gigi. She's laying down on me and she's knocking at the closet door. And yeah, me and Stephanie stopped talking for about a few months. But then she got transferred into my class, which I still think it was my fault because my teacher was very nice and she wanted me to have friends. So she asked me if I already had friends, and I told her yeah, but she asked me this question before me and Stephanie were not friends, which we still are, just that this was like before. And yeah, she got transferred into my class along with my other friend Alvaro, and they were. Alvaro was okay with it. I don't know about Stephanie. I don't know if she was okay with it, but even if she was not, at that point it didn't really matter because she already got transferred. So I guess even if she didn't like it, she was in it, and yeah, and she was in my class. At that point, we still didn't really talk a lot, but the other person in my class was Alvaro. He was still my friend at that point, and he was basically the only person I talked to in that class. Sometimes I'd actually talk too much, which I mean, the teacher liked that I talk more, but then she got mad at me because I talk more. It's just kind of weird in my opinion. She wanted me to talk, but then she didn't want me to talk. And I guess I talked a bit too much, but you know, it's okay. I wasn't harming anyone. Anyways, and yeah. After that, what happened there was that me and Stephanie, well, I told Alejandro about what had happened. And he actually told me that I told him that I wanted to talk to Stephanie again, but I didn't know how. So this is Stephanie's. So I know Stephanie's gonna see this. So this is how Alejandro helped me be friends with you again, because he's the one that actually helped me be friends with you again, and I'm pretty grateful for that. Anyway, she helped me be friends with Stephanie by telling me telling me to do what I felt was right. And for me that was talking to Stephanie again. And I cried that day. Not because I was sad, but because I'm an emotional crybaby. Come at me. Anyways, after I cried, right after I cried, and me and Stephanie became friends again. And she was nice. I really liked being friends with her. And we're still friends to this day. She's still a pretty nice person. She's still a pretty good friend. And most of all, she's still kinda dumb. And I'm taller than her. So there you go, Stephanie. You're not taller than me. You can't make fun of me anymore. Well, I mean, you can, just that it doesn't make sense anymore. Anyway, I think I stretched out this video too much. And yeah, if you want to hear more about my friend stories and I think the next video it's gonna be about crushes and girlfriends. If you have any stories like mine, I'd love to hear your stories. And yeah, well, I still don't know how to end videos. So, goodbye. Wait, actually, if you're here for the gameplay, let me just defeat the boss. Yeah, this is gonna be just like 3 minutes of me singing the song that I have in the background. So if you want to live at this point, it's okay with me. Just remember to subscribe and like and do all the things that other YouTubers ask for. And I guess I gotta ask for it too if I want to get famous, which I really don't. Well, I mean, I want to be a YouTuber, but I don't think I want to be famous. Or do I? I don't know. Anyway, if you're here for the gameplay, just and you don't want to hear me singing the Megalobania type of song. Well, I mean, it's not Megalobania. I know it's a Sans. I know it's a Sans song, but it's not Megalobania, right? No, I think it's just called Sans. I'm not sure. I thought it was called Grillby's song, but I'm not sure about it. So, uh, if any one of you wants to hear me talk about my crushes and girlfriends, I'm gonna have two options for the next video. If you want me to talk about my crushes and girlfriends, just comment that. But there's something else I want to talk about, which is music. I like music. Who doesn't? Weird people. But even then, I'm pretty sure they like music. So, yeah. And, anyways, this is where the video is ending. If you want to see more, just leave a comment down below and let me know that you want to see more. So, see you in the next video. I still don't know how to make an outro.